This screencast is going to discuss adding students to your Google Classroom. So there are two ways to add students. I'm going to click on the Students tab. The first way is to have the students do it. So they have this code here that's randomly assigned to you. If you put that code on a piece of paper, on the board, on the projector, students can go to classroom.google.com and register themselves. So let's see what that looks like. I have another student here. I'm going to go over to student 1. And here's a student. It doesn't have any classes. This is what it looks like when you don't have a class. And then they're going to go to plus over here, and they're going to enter that code. Once they enter that code, it allows them to join the class. So you do not have to do anything except write that on the board. The students get on their Chromebooks, on their computers, and they're able to join that. So if we look, now they're part of it. If we go back to the teacher page, now we have one student, Mary Jones. The other way is the manual way. If you want to get it all pre-populated, you don't want to waste your time, you can go to add, and then you can either type in their names or their student IDs. Actually, I think their student IDs is the best way to go. So I have, do a little search, I'm going to checkbox that. So when I checkboxed it, it automatically showed up at the bottom here. And then I'm going to go 969696. These are fake students. 989898. So we got a few students, and I think there's one more. So I did this all, all at once. So I could have gone through my list and done all 40 kids per class or whatever all at one time, or you can have them do it itself. When I'm finished with this, I hit Add Students, and then they are all there. And when a student, if you add them manually, when a student goes to their Google Classroom, your class will be there. So if we went to the other sample student I have here, when they look at their home, they will have that class right there. So there, it's automatically showed up. They don't have to do anything. Two ways to add students to your class. The first is manually, where you give them this code and they do it themselves, or you can add them directly by clicking on that. And of course, if you wanted to remove a student, you could remove a student as well. Removing a student does not delete any past work they have done, it just removes them from the class. So all work that they have done in the past, you still have access to, and they still have access to, they just are no longer in the class.